I am 31 years old, a mid-level accountant, at a huge retail company called Grandmark Solutions. If you have ever seen the inside of a corporate money office, it is not about money. IT is about being quiet. Whoever keeps quiet longest wins. When I first joined my boss, David said, "Here, we do not make noise. We make numbers look correct." I should have known that was a warning sign disguised as advice. I just started with a simple email from Payroll. "Ryan, can you fix the overtime discrepancy? It should be easy. Just move the extra hours to next month's file." Easy, they said, except the extra hours were not small. They totaled 3 to 7 hours, all unpaid, all belonging to warehouse workers who worked 6 weeks during the holiday rush. When I asked HR about it, Sarah, the HR manager, smiling in that tight corporate way, "Oh, that is just a small mistake," she said. "We will fix IT next time." Translation: do not look further. But I did, and what I found was not a small mistake. IT was a systematic plan. I compared for months of payroll data with the attendance system every week. The same thing, hours were limited to 40. No matter what the time cards showed, the overtime simply vanished at first. I thought it was a computer error. Then I found manual changes entries made with HR logins. Someone was deleting time, not an error, a method. I wrote a full report with pictures, dates, and ID traces. ISENT it up the chain. David, the finance VP, and HR, their response: "Ryan, we appreciate your thoroughness. Let us not make things too difficult. Delete your draft report and keep this inside." Delete my report. That was the moment I realized the mistake was not in the payroll, it was the people running it. The next morning, they accidentally took away my admin access. Then came the usual moves. My desk was moved. Meetings suddenly did not include me, and HR called me in for a performance talk. Sarah smiled across the table. "Ryan, you are going too far. Your job does not include internal investigations." I leaned forward. "Maybe not, but IT includes numbers, and these numbers scream theft." Her smile froze. "You are starting to sound upset. That is not professional." I wanted to laugh. Professional, the favorite word of every corporate criminal. They thought I would give up, but I have seen enough people lose money, promotions, and respect to know better. So I built my insurance. Quietly, every deleted overtime entry was still saved in the system. Backup, accessible through a forgotten archive server no one bothered to update. I spent 3 nights reconstructing every action. By the third night, I had a file so detailed IT frightened me. Before I left that Friday, I printed 3 copies, one for my own files, one for the external payroll auditor due next week, and one for the board of directors ethics email inbox. Monday morning, audit day. The office in Chicago, Illinois smelled of burnt coffee and feared the auditors arrived early, asking for payroll samples. HR handed them the clean file, except the auditors already had my version. An hour later, David rushed into my cubicle, red-faced. "What the hell, did you send them the truth?" I said, "You should try it sometime by noon." The conference room lights were off. HR, finance, and legal were all behind closed doors. The rumor mill spun faster than the copy machines. At 3 p.m., an email went out to all staff effective immediately. The HR department is under internal review, pending an external investigation. By 5 p.m., David's office was empty. Over the next month, word spread Sarah resigned to pursue new opportunities. 2 senior managers were fired for unethical behavior, and I was quietly moved to a new department, working directly for the CFO. No celebration, no apology. Just silence, the corporate kind that admits guilt without ever saying the word. One afternoon, the CFO called me in. He did not thank me, just said, "You caused a storm, Ryan, but maybe this company needed one." Then he handed me a letter. Promotion to senior audit specialist. More pay, more access, more power to keep them honest. Sometimes I still walk past HR. New faces now, same fake smiles, but I know the files do not lie anymore, because every quarter I run the audit myself. And when new hires whisper that payroll seems stricter, these days I smile. They do not know it is because someone once refused to stay quiet. They underestimated me, mocked my focus on accuracy. But when the truth hit, when the board saw the millions in unpaid wages, they did not just lose face, they lost everything. And all I did was fix the numbers correctly.